So we are live in Lermoos, a little bit later than normal, and you might have seen the athlete in second place, Gaspard Petiot, has just landed. Unfortunately, we lost the 4G signal just after he came in, but we can go and have a chat to him now. He's talking to the race director, Christoph Weber. So if you have any questions you want to ask Gaspard, he has had the flight of his life. And here he is, he's sitting on the ground. Come on, let's have a go and have a chat with him. So Gaspard, guys, we're live now on Facebook. So Gaspard, tell us how you're feeling.
I'm feeling pretty great, actually. I'm feeling like fantastic. I'm super happy.
What made that flight so challenging?
Well, it was really challenging because the wind was on my face all the time. The west wind was strong, and I had to find a way to go through this wind, and it was really complicated.
Yeah. When you landed, you said it wasn't paragliding, it was war.
It was war. Yeah, it was fighting collapses, fighting again, finding doors, like open doors, because I would try some ways, it wouldn't work, try another way, until the end, and the end was really cool and sweet, and we could reach the Turnpoint.
And what a spectacular place to land, isn't it?
It's perfect. I mean, we were soaring the Zugspitz Ridge. It was super nice, super nice.
Yeah. You must be a happy man. How long were you in the air for? Was it just a single flight, or did you do any top landing? Or?
I started, I think, around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I flew, almost landed. I mean, in the Inn Valley, really at the beginning, it was almost a catastrophe. But I could reach the top again, flying, and I flew all the way, almost in a single shot. I just landed just behind Zugspitze for about. I landed top landing, walked like 50 meters, and started again. And because I was a little short to get the ridge.
Yeah. When we saw Kriegel a few hours ago, well actually it was several hours ago now, I think he's somewhere in southern Italy putting his feet up at the Gardasee with an ice cream. But he actually said this was the hardest flight of his X-Alps career.
Well, I don't know if it was the hardest, because I had some really hard in 2015, but it was really tricky, really hard to find a way. Really, it wasn't usual paragliding, like finding a thermal, going. It was like finding confluences, thinking a lot, and fighting. Yeah.
Excellent. So what's next?
Next, we'll rest. Yeah. We'll rest tonight. We'll sleep, because I need to sleep more, and we'll go to the top, I guess, tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow.
You're
gonna sleep low, or are you gonna stay up there?
I don't know. Actually, I have to check the weather. I don't know yet.
Yeah, okay. Well, enjoy your rest. It's well deserved. I'm sitting behind you, Gaspard. Cheers, man. And there is Christoph Weber, race director. You got a big smile on your face.
Yeah, super happy to see Gaspard arriving here at the Turnpoint, fighting successfully against the wind and finding a way to come here. And yeah, I'm very happy about this. It's a cool moment.
What a flight! Look at the area though, isn't it? It's just amazing.
Yes, with this light and arriving here in this spot, really super exciting.
So who else has had? What makes it so challenging for the westerly wind? Why is that so difficult for a paraglider pilot to?
Because you take a thermal, you climb up, and then you fly. And try to catch up with the next thermal, and the glide angle you have while doing this. Yeah. So stepping out or flying out of the thermal and trying to reach the next one is getting much less good if you have headwind. So at the end you just arrive at the same point where you took the thermal, and you just play this game thousands of times. And then this was what Gaspard was telling. He was looking for some doors, open doors, to escape this headwind, to find a place where he can fly without this headwind, and this made it so hard for him to come here.
Who else has had impressive flights today? Who do you think? Who else is performing well?
Yeah, I mean, on top of everybody was Kriegel again. You told me that he was saying it was his hardest X-Alps flight to come here. and I have to analyze all the flights
What about
tonight on the computer. But I think there were several guys.
What about Aaron? Because you know, he's injured his knee, and he landed short of Turnpoint 3. So for an athlete of that caliber to land short, you'd think he would have made it.
Yeah,
I must say something about
just blown backwards by this headwind and without a chance reaching the turnpoint. He had it inside, so normally you would just glide there and have a good relaxed time going there. But he was standing against the wind there, not making any meters forward and needing to land. And this to him, who is really having a bad knee, and I was nearly having tears in my eyes when I saw it, because I thought for sure he's going to do it, but he didn't do it.
What about some of the fans here talking about Nick Neenan's?
He is still in the air, I think, or he was when I was coming here. So he for sure was making also quite a good flight today and making a best out of the day. Yeah, for sure.
Well, great. Thanks, Christoph. So I'm going to go and have a little bit of a wrap. We're going to wander and just check out this amazing area. It's the Tiroler Zugspitz Arena, and this is the mountain. So it's over the left shoulder there that the athletes have been coming over. Kriegel came over at lunchtime, and then over here, that is Sonnespitz, and Kriegel took off. There's a we're going to do it. There's a launch site only about 400 meters up, and as I said earlier, he's now somewhere in Italy. If you want to see what makes Kriegel great, just head over to LiveTracking and get onto the Google Earth. If you go via the menu, there are instructions on how to do that and see his track in 3D, and you really can see what makes him special, because his flight lines are just perfect. Thermal, straight line, thermal, straight line. I mean, it's remarkable. He gets his nickname for a reason. So before I go, before the sun disappears behind the coal over there to the west, let's have a little wrap up of the day's events. Many of you have been following, are rightly pointing out that many athletes are having great epic days. Nick Neenan's among them. Tell us who you're supporting. Give them some love. Give us the comments and tell us who you're supporting and why. And maybe we can try and catch up with them later in the race. The pack at the back, we've had a lot of the athletes now cleared Turnpoint 3. Further back, the Americans have been having a tough time, grounded by bad weather. Tom de Dorlado said he had a terrible day with the bad weather. Gavin McClurg, he said he'd been grounded. Interestingly, he had a tale of different hospitality. Gavin had a bit of a tough time, but said he met some really friendly locals who gave him a nice hot meal. Russian Evgeny Gryaznov, on the other hand, he landed in a farmer's field who wasn't very happy, and he had to explain his way out of it with sign language. There goes Gaspard. Gaspar's going to sign the turnpoint. Why don't we just watch him sign the board? The sun is just dipping behind the hill there. I'm going to just flip the camera around. Here we go. We can follow him as he goes to sign the board. Go. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow for more action, madness and mayhem. It is the 8th edition of the Red Bull X-Alps.